5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start with the option, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll check that down into Wagyu out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off play action, Fields. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So these two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
play action. It's Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Three and a half to go, first quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the...
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
From his goal line here, Fields.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
They snap it to Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the jet sweep, here comes more.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Antonio Gibson
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with Cook?
This is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, second down. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before the break. Fields
going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
119 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And they'll run here with Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And they'll run with ETN.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal.
Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved.
Touchdown, Saints!
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On second and goal, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
On 1st down, Fields.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
163 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, these 2 teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
On 1st down, Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. A carry for Gibson.
He'll have a first down inside the 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Justin Herbert
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
239 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.